Hey YouTube, Casey Classic 7 here, back with another video. Got some Madden 17 here. Want to give you guys my initial thoughts / first impressions of Madden 17 so far. I've gotten through about 15 to 20 games between online, head-to-head competitively next to somebody in the same room, and just dabbling against the computer. So I feel like I've had enough time with the game to give you my first impressions, but not enough time to do a full review. I haven't really had enough time to really get into the game, even though I've been playing a lot of games. As you can see, I haven't even touched my skills trainer yet. This will probably be something that I venture into this weekend. Skills trainer, guys. Do your skills trainer. Master these skills in the skills trainer. This is kind of just the baseline of this game. Skills trainer recommended, very important, very important. I cannot emphasize that enough. Gauntlet as well, highly recommended. It's kind of like a collection of everything that you learn in the skills trainer, plus some other crazy other Madden stuff. So yeah, just my little plug for skills trainer. Some things improved on for Madden 16. Definitely the running game has been improved on. Feels a lot better than what we saw from Madden 16. Pass defense, zone defense, defensive logic in general, greatly improved on from Madden 16. Greatly improved on from pre-patch Madden 17. The games that I played competitively head-to-head were played on Madden pre-patch. Not a good look. Madden pre-patch felt like Madden 16.5. Being completely honest, what we got now plays completely different than what the game played pre-patch. Kudos to them for that. Another impressions I want to give about option offense is near perfect. Almost nothing has to be done to the option offense. It is near perfect. It's a split second read, like how it should be, just like in real life. It doesn't feel too overpowered to where you can just run it all game, and if you make the right read, you're going for big yards if you can find your hole. If you make the wrong read, it can really be a terrible play or just a bad play, just like how it is in real life. So option offense, near perfect. The blitzing in this game, very good, very much improved upon from Madden 16. You don't have to do any crazy setups. Game speed improved upon. It makes you start to feel that you have to know what you're doing on offense and what you want to do on offense. You just can't go through, okay, my first read's not there, my second read's not there, my third read's not there, let me dump it off to the back. And you also can't, okay, this is going to be open because this is always open. You have to know what's happening defensively and what you're trying to attack and what routes you have called, and if it's not there, what you're going to do next. I absolutely love the game speed. I love the blitzing because all this factors into simulation football. Pass rush, also very good as well. I know some people said that they feel like it's too long or too short, or it is the way it should be. If anything, I guess they could probably make it a little bit faster in the pocket, but definitely not any longer. That was one of the things Madden 17 pre-patch that was improved upon. Pass rush to me before this patch here was not that good, and it is only gotten better since that pre-patch build of the game. ball physics is really made this game a game changer. You have to really know what you're doing throwing the ball. You just can't throw the ball aimlessly because it possibly could get picked off. Fumbling. This is one of the reasons why I wanted to cut down the rest of that stuff. So I wanted to address this in drop passes. Those are two things that some of the people who I play games with and who are close to me feel are problems in this game. Drop passes, open drop passes. One thing I have to ask and recommend, if your receiver is right in front of you and who is not, like for a running back, a tight end, someone who does not catch the ball that well, and it's a short pass, do not always throw bullet passes at them because those will be dropped. That's one thing that I have noticed. If it's a short pass, try not to bullet it to them if they're wide open. Throw touch passes. We'll get there just as quickly. You don't have to lob it because that obviously is going to take a little bit longer. Throw those touch passes. Know the mechanic for that, to try to get the ball in there quickly, but it's not a bullet pass, so it's not too difficult to catch. Also, know your catch and traffic rating. So I know a lot of people like to think that their receivers were quote unquote open, but if they have a low catch and traffic rating, there will be a lot of drop passes that might have been catches last year. There will be more drop passes this year because they have that low catch and traffic rating, and if anyone gets near them, that ball is coming out. I even see it for the top flight receivers, so I can only imagine with guys with low catch and traffic ratings. That's just another thing. Go into the ratings, go into Skill Trainer, do these things. It's not, you just can't play the game and hope for the best. You have to go into your ratings, go into the Skill Trainer, know what your guys can and can't do to be successful in this game. Another thing, fumbles. If you guys don't know the slide mechanic, if you guys don't know how to give yourself up in the pocket if you can't get the ball off without being sacked, if you guys are throwing the ball too late, if the ball's up in the air, if you're trying to throw the ball and there's a defender right in front of you, you guys can't complain about fumbles. It's the equivalent of someone in 2K who's dribbling with the center up the court like he's a point guard, and he's getting the ball stolen from him every time. Does that mean that there's too many steals because the guy is mishandling the ratings and mishandling what he's doing on the court with that specific person? Of course not. That guy should get the ball stolen from him every time if he's not being careful. He's not utilizing the tools that the game has given him. Doesn't make sense. So yes, there are a lot of fumbles that occur in this game. I will say that. But once again, if you're not covering the ball when you should be, if you're not sliding when you should be, if you're not giving yourself up when you should be, don't complain about fumbles. If you don't know the ratings of your players on the field and they are not performing like they did last year or like how you want them to be, don't complain about it. Until you have done everything that you could to maximize your success in whatever you're trying to do in this game, don't complain, because that's where you get these panic patches, I'll call them, and the thing doesn't have to be patched at all. It's a user error. It's on the user for not doing everything that they could to be the best that they can be before complaining about whatever they're complaining about. So to those guys who are fumbling, stop trying to throw the ball late. Learn the slide mechanic, learn the cover ball mechanic, and learn how to give yourself up before getting sacked. All huge tips that will save you a bunch of fumbles in the future. Video ran extremely long, a little bit longer than what I wanted it to be, but a bunch of stuff I wanted to cover and everything I still didn't have to cover. Of course, commentary, very, very good. just today I was playing with the Bills, obviously my favorite team from Buffalo. And they were talking about how Carlos Williams was cut earlier this week, and who's going to fill the void, who's going to take those carries that Carlos Williams had, and how Reggie Bush couldn't do it because of his injuries, and he's just getting older, and who's going to be that next guy to step up. That stuff is great. I love it, guys. This is the baseline for what I want to see in commentary for future games. The bar has been set with Madden. It has been. So, quick first impressions. I know I don't have any gameplay. I kind of didn't really feel like showing anything. I just wanted to put an emphasis on the skill trainer. So when you're watching my video, it reminds you, oh yeah, let me go into the skill trainer to learn how to play this game. Recommend it, guys. Don't cheat yourself. Treat yourself with the skill trainer. KC Classic 7, signing out.